back to breaking news. A major development in the Jackson County property tax assessment controversy. A Jackson County Circuit judge has ruled against county officials and in favor of the State Tax Commission. That means the order capping home property value increases at 15% will stand. As we first told you, this specifically applies to the 2023 assessments, in which some Jackson County homeowners saw property value increases of more than 100%. Jackson County officials, including Assessor Gail McCann Beatty and County Executive Frank White, filed the lawsuit last September. They called the order unlawful and unenforceable. A judge disagreed and ultimately upheld the Tax Commission's authority. Now, our team is digging into the impact for taxpayers right now. KMBC 9's Andy Alcock is live with some of what he's discovered in the documents. Andy.
Right, Laura. Well, certainly one person who can say, "I told you so," is Jackson County legislator Sean Smith. He joins me right now. And Sean, I know you sat in on that trial. This has been problematic for some time. What's your take on what the judge ruled here?
Yeah, I think it's a tremendous victory day, frankly, for taxpayers in Jackson County. And it's a tremendous day of vindication for the people who fought to prove that what was done was not done in accordance with the law. So I'm extremely satisfied with the verdict today, and I look forward to the county executive and his team expediently working on a plan to set this straight and fix it once and for all, and not appeal this, which I think they're going to be tempted to do, but they should not. They should follow the State Tax Commission order, as this judge has ruled that they should.
Now, Sean, the upshot here is that a lot of these taxing districts, including schools, have used these assessments, which clearly are problematic, to go ahead and charge taxpayers what they have. We have bond issues that are going out, including from KCPS later. How big a problem is this for the taxing districts?
Yeah, I think it could be potentially catastrophic. If a taxing district goes out and issues a large bit of debt and then they're unable to repay it as a result of these rollbacks that have been ordered by the STC, that could be a real problem. Some of those bond issuances are for very good reasons, and I will just say to voters, you got to decide, but it's a much more complicated choice because of this issue that Frank White and the assessment department created.
Did want to ask you about the homeowners too. So 54,000 appeals from real property owners, including the folks in commercial. 8,000 still have not been heard yet, but these folks have been paying that increase all of this time. Some of these people have lost their homes. What are we going to do in terms of taking care of these folks? Do you think they could possibly get some kind of tax credit? Could they get a refund? What do you think is going to happen there?
Yeah, I think a lot of the cash has been spent. The county gets it, distributes it to the school districts and such immediately. So the reality is we're not sitting on a pile of cash, but what I do think is that we have the opportunity to provide credits for future tax bills, and I think that's probably a part of the solution. For people who have lost their homes or renters who are paying increased rent because the landlord's taxes went up, there's very little we can do to help them. I think they might have an action against the county and frankly against the people who acted unlawfully to try to recover some of that. But it's going to be a mess to unwind this. We've always known that, but we're willing to go through that mess in order to set this straight and follow the law.
All right, Jackson County Legislator Sean Smith, thank you very much. We have reached out to County Executive Frank White's office. So far, we have not received a response. We will have further information and reaction to this breaking news story coming up tonight at 4, 5, and 6. Reporting live in chambers at the Jackson County Legislature, Andy Alcock, KMBC 9 News.
All right, great job, Andy, talking to Sean Smith there. And of course, we are continuing to pore over the ruling in this verdict. The full judge's ruling is also available if you want to look at it on our website. Just head over to KMBC.com to read through it. And of course, you can catch our continuing coverage of this saga on air and online.